The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
When you find yourself in an unexpected situation, one that can be a little bit complicated to navigate, you would want a trusted friend by your side, or in some cases, an attorney who is looking out for your best interests. Richard Smith is with us this morning. Hi.
Good morning, Margaret.
Good morning. What do you think are some of the main misconceptions that people have about getting an attorney?
Well, I think the first thing they do is they assume that if you're getting an attorney, you're going to be suing somebody and filing suit, and that's not always the case. In fact, filing a lawsuit is the last resort after every attempt has been made to negotiate a settlement of your claim by our firm, and we certainly don't shy away from filing a lawsuit if it's necessary, but it's never the first option. It's always the last option because it delays things. Makes the case take longer for certain. And also, you involve a defense attorney who is oftentimes more difficult to deal with than the adjuster themselves. So it's very hard to proceed in a case if you go the old school way of just filing a lawsuit as soon as the client walks in the door. We only do that as a last resort.
And when it comes to litigation, you say it's important to realize that other parties may not have your interests at heart. They have other loyalties, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the insurance company doesn't work for you. Their job is to pay you the least amount they can and produce the best profits for their company. Now, agents are different. I've got a lot of insurance agents who are personal friends that are great people, but they don't have any control of what the insurance company pays. That's the adjuster, and even the adjusters are limited by the company. So it's oftentimes you think the insurance adjuster is going to be fair, but they really can't be fair in some cases. If they are too fair, they end up getting fired. So they have to follow what their insurance company tells them is their protocol. And that's why it's important to have somebody working for you to make sure that you get the best result possible, not somebody who's simply just trying to, do what they're told to do by their company and settle the claim for the least amount they can possibly settle for.
And it's important to note, too, that insurance doesn't pay depreciation. So really, everybody in an accident loses money on property damage. And you're going to come out working better with an attorney, right?
Absolutely. And basically, if you're involved in a car accident and you have damage to your vehicle, you're going to lose money on that situation every time because you have depreciation. And even if your car is totaled, you usually don't get paid enough money to replace your car and also get your down payment back. So that's why we tell people, don't ignore an injury. If you have a soreness, you have pain, you have an injury, don't feel like, well, I'm not going to pursue that because I don't want to be a, quote, sue person. You're not going to get back to even if you don't pursue your injury claim because you're going to lose money every single time on your property damage. It's not fair for you to be hit, somebody else caused the accident, and you end up losing money because your car is now damaged and it's reported to Carfax and you can't sell the vehicle for the right amount of money and you just lose money because somebody else was careless or negligent.
Well, you cover all of this in your book, 10 Critical Mistakes to Avoid If You're Injured in a Car Wreck. People can request that from you. And I know auto injuries are a big part of your practice at Smith Injury Law. Tell us about the types of cases you handle overall.
Well, we also handle workers' compensation claims in both South Carolina and North Carolina and Social Security disability claims. All those claims are very much requiring an attorney. They're not easy cases. And most of the time, if you try to handle it on your own, it's a big mistake, especially in all three areas. That's why we tell people all the time, it doesn't cost anything to talk to us. We'll be happy to give you a free consultation, tell you if we can help you or not. And if it's something that we're able to help you with, we'll certainly work with you to get the best possible result.
Well, people will love to be able to talk to you. You can make it make sense to them. Call Richard Smith, 300HURT, or visit 300hurt.com. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, Margaret.